All right, new tonight, a Hoosier family is counting their blessings this holiday season, reunited with a pet lost for years.
24-hour News 8's Eric Feldman brings us the emotional reunion between this family and man's best friend, Eric.
That's right, Brooke. Imagine losing something that you love, something you can't imagine being without. In a moment's notice, it's taken away seemingly forever. No matter how hard you pray, or how often you're posting on social media about that piece of you, it still seems missing. Well, the Finkeys' prayers were answered Monday night. That moment, you come home after a day's work, greeted by the sights and sounds of love. But for the Finke family, the silence has endured for too long.
When you lose a pet like that, they're part of your family. 5
years ago, the Finke family, who live in Columbus, had a 5-year-old chocolate lab, Callie.
Sweet, lovable.
Callie escaped their invisible fence and never came home.
I drove around and looked all over for her.
Time passed and hope faded.
You just don't know what happened. I probably prayed once a week that he'd bring her back.
3 weeks ago, Linda Jackson opened her door to a chocolate lab brought in by a Good Samaritan who found her on the side of a highway.
Callie had 2 severe ear infections. She had hematoma to her ear flaps.
Jackson runs a shelter out of her home in Brownstown, about 30 miles from Columbus. She posted pictures of the lab, but no owner stepped forward. This week, Linda Jackson asked her vet to check for a microchip, a way to find the dog's true home. And it led to a phone call.
And it about knocked me off my chair.
An early Christmas present.
I cried for a while just realizing that they finally found her after all these years.
Callie! Callie!
A reunion no one expected to happen.
He said I could never accept the fact that she was actually gone. And I said, because she wasn't.
I think she knew who I was, but being gone 5 years, we don't know how many different names she's been called.
But what happened to Callie? Where's she been? And with whom? We'll never know.
It's the best thing that as a rescuer, I think that I've ever done.
Some people say it's the journey in life, not the destination that matters most.
It's your good side.
But in this case, it doesn't apply.
I think she knows that she's back home now.
Really incredible stuff. The American Humane Society estimates about 10 million dogs and cats are stolen or lost every single year. That microchip is the only reason Callie is back home. Now, if you're rescuing a dog, the shelter tends to include the charge of getting a microchip, but even so, we're told it doesn't really cost much, and you can't put a price on this Christmas gift for the Finkeys. I'm Eric Feldman, 24-hour News 8.